Today's question goes like this. How do you deal with a woman who broadcasts almost everything that happens in our house to her family? Any misunderstanding, she is on the phone calling her mom or her brothers. The other day I was home before her and I decided to cook just sukuma wiki and ugali. Venye mwezi iko kwa kona na pia I was getting late na it was getting late and I was hungry and I do help her with house stuff. She comes in, goes to the kitchen, akapata mboga na ugali, then straight on the phone calling her mom ati ndio nataka kuenda kutafuta sapa, ati yeye hawezi kula mboga na yeye ako na job. And she has never contributed anything in the house, which is okay because it's my responsibility as a man to provide. So please advise, because I have sat down with her many times and I just don't see any changes. Then you don't have to be with her, you know.
Yeah. How old is your wife? Let's start there.
I hate an ungrateful person. You know, this man is saying he takes care of everything. You know, he got home before you. He was like, you know what? I'm going to cook something. I'm going to cook some ugali and some sukuma wiki. You know, he has not wronged anyone. He's not doing anything to you. You come home and you're like, hey, mimi si sungura. And you know, if you're mature about it and you actually wanted meat, you'd have said, baby, let me run to the shop and buy some meat. Ukuje upike nyama, usav mukule. What is this? What is this need to paint your partner in a bad light? And here's the thing. Anytime you get on the phone and report your partner, even if you do end up forgiving them, if you do end up reconciling, if you do end up staying with this person, your relatives will never see him the same. You've already told your auntie the way this man, he always leaves everything on the floor, he always does this, he's so stingy, he never gives me money. Even if you do work on your problems, your family will still look at this man like a bum, you know. And it's so disrespectful for you to paint him in such a picture. Si muachane. Why are you together? Why are you together if you're so unhappy and constantly telling your family about it? Achaneni. Hata msiwako on the marriage. Achaneni.
Okay, I know y'all are gonna come for me for this, but it must be said. It's giving kienyeji. When you bring a kienyeji person to your house, in your maisha mezoea, all right? Every small thing you call your mother, I'm going home, they're packing their bags, okay? So it's either a sign of kienyeji or immaturity. Those are the only two reasons why anyone would act like this. Honestly, it's not even a like issue, because in this particular case, she's not doing anything outrightly.
You know, it's
maniacal.
So
yeah, that's it. It's like, imagine if you came home and the first thing you see. Also, number 3, you pissed her off. You've pissed her off and she doesn't know how to communicate. Those are the 3 reasons I'm putting out here. For the purposes of, you know, not being called
man-centered,
male-centered, pikmisha. I'm gonna say it. Maybe it's a communication issue. You guys have an issue. You've not reconciled for a long time and now it's just pent up. Everything is an issue. Everything is escalated. Everything is looked at from the lens of, this one. You know, everything you will ever do will always be looked at from that lens. So you need to communicate. Number 2, it's just immaturity, plain old immaturity. She's probably very young. She never really came out of her home. And it's never got that gap in between, like from my parents' home to my husband's home. That gap is so important. When you leave from your house to your partner's house, you've not gotten life experience to the point where you know how to be on your own, and you know the value of sukuma wiki and ugali, and you understand that when someone is tired from a day of work, sometimes they just don't want drama. They just want to come home. Kuna chakula hapana, fine, I'm just gonna cook, eat, and go to sleep. That's it. And number 3, kienyeji. Ukileta kienyeji, it doesn't matter. You will take kienyeji to America, they will still act like kienyeji. It is what it is. Yes. Kaya will fight me. But am I lying? Did I lie?
Achaneni.
Yeah. She doesn't like you. Moving on. Let's talk about other matters because, God, sometimes we don't know what we're talking about. But when we have a guideline, we will give you a direction. And that's the direction we're taking today. How much time should parents spend with their children is a good question that has been asked many times, because we've seen the drama and the evolution of things, and how children who end up, having very many adult issues in the future is always like, oh, my mother was never there, my father was never there. So how do you spend good quality, and how much of this good quality time is considered good enough? Let's get into it. It's time for Talk That Talk Thursday.